Everybody remembers their first car. I remember spending a couple of weeks before I turned 16 looking for a car that I wanted for my parents to buy for me for my birthday. I remember dreaming of an IROC Z, which is a little sports car that any 16-year-old 20 years ago would have wanted to have for their first car. There was a car for sale at a local gas station in my hometown that my parents bought for me for $600. I remember my dad taking me up to the gas station to look at the car. It was a silver 1980 Dodge Sprint. It was two-door. It was a 5-speed. My dad made me learn how to drive a 5-speed before I could ever drive an automatic because it would always be necessary at some point in your life to have to learn to drive a stick shift. So my parents bought me the car for $600. They brought it home on my birthday. I decorated it up on the inside. It had black interior leather seats. I was pretty good by the time I turned 16 at driving a stick shift. One day after my birthday, 26 days after I had gotten my license, I was on my way home from church. I was 2 blocks from my house. I was coming across an intersection and met a carload of elderly people that come across an intersection that did not yield, didn't stop because there was no signs. There were pine trees alongside the highway, so I couldn't see where they were. This is a memory of my car, not actually a fond memory, but probably the only memory because I didn't have it for very long. I come across the intersection, T-boned them in the side of their car. Of course, I was not wearing a seatbelt 20 years ago. They did not, push the law of everybody wearing seatbelts. After I hit the car, it was a head-on collision for me. I was either thrown from the car or I hit my head and got out of the car. Nobody was there to witness the accident. I spent 3 days in the hospital, had a concussion. I remember the big goose egg on my head. I got out a few days later, got to go and look at my car. The whole front end of it was smashed in. I took pictures of it. I didn't have any pictures for my visual of the whole car. Didn't take pictures of it before I wrecked it. My visual today is a picture of my first car after I wrecked it. And as you can see, the whole front end of it is crumpled up. The hood is bent up. It was a totaled vehicle. Although my parents were very smart and gave me insurance on my car, so it paid for a second car for me, which lasted me a little bit longer than 26 days. I'll pass my pictures so everybody can see a picture of my first car after I totaled it.
Yeah, I think it's clear.
If you could show my visual to my video recorder. Thank you.